Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Roast Mortem Podcast. I'm Tom Saltman.
I'm Travis Lee.
Hey, I'm Cody McCann.
And in studio tonight with us is our very special guest, my sister, Emily Saltman.
Whoa!
Hello, everyone. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
We extra salty tonight.
What up?
Everyone's week was good?
Yeah.
We only have good weeks here.
Yeah, only good weeks.
You get fired if you have a bad week.
That's
I actually have a little post-mortem. Last week's episode, I had an interesting night.
Oh, yeah, there was a tail to it, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a tale to it.
Oh, tell me your tale.
Tom and I kept drinking. We went out in town.
Yes.
You're already plastered by the end of the podcast.
Yes.
Thought it was a great idea to just go out in town.
Yes.
Just keep drinking.
I
We
just
did
went
this.
home.
I remember everything. I remember everything. I'm gonna lead the conversation with that. I remember everything.
Did I say something that made you feel bad?
No, that's been happening before. I puke on myself, feel bad. I go,
And then I point my finger and wag at you.
yeah. No, I remember everything. Went to bed in my bed, woke up on my couch
Ooh.
in the other room.
Curveball.
Then I walked back into my room, went to bed in my bed, woke up, put my t-shirt on the next day, and I was like, why is it wet? In the middle of the night, I got up, opened my drawer, and puked into it.
Why'd you do this to yourself?
And then, I don't know, maybe I just like walked in the other room like, I might need to puke some more. And just like fell, like there's no puke anywhere else. I just opened my drawer and puked on my clean clothes. Closed the drawer. Like it wasn't open, it closed the drawer. Slept on the couch and was like, oh yeah, I'm all good.
Oh, wow.
So that was the end of my night.
Were there no better options, just other than
I
Duro?
don't remember. I remember everything else. It wasn't like one of those nights where you're like, oh, what happened last night? I was like, I went home, went to bed.
And then the next day started.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly. So that
Fancy.
was the end of the
Yeah,
night.
cool, dude.
Well, these things happen. I guess
What are you drinking?
I understand because I know you can't hold your alcohol as well as I do.
Get out of here. Get out of here,
I
Tom.
understand. I'm sympathetic.
What was your poison choice that night?
Everything.
Oh, that'll do it.
Did you keep the shirt on?
He went to
All
work
day.
like that.
All day.
Yeah, I think I ran into you in the 804, and you had a soggy chest.
Oh, yeah. There's chunks on there and everything.
Sog man bog.
Mark of respect.
All right,
Cody, you have a good week?
I had a great week.
Good.
I did things in the city.
I could see Cody, green t-shirt, out in Times Square,
Having the time of my
twisting
life.
around with his arms open with
Yeah.
all the other Asians. As it's those
You know, the squat photo Asians, right? Those guys.
Yeah.
And I'm also, like, knocking over, like, bootleg Luigi and the Minions, you know, in Times Square.
I'm all about it, dog.
Take picture with me.
Those guys are vicious, especially, like, the mixtape fuckers.
I've never seen people get so mad over M&Ms before. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
It's horrible. Emily, how was your week? You got hired for something.
Yeah, it was a good week. I got a job.
yeah.
I graduated from college,
Woot.
and this job only
shit.
requires a high school degree. So, so it's very exciting.
There you go.
Other than that, everything was good. Like I felt like I had the break in between after college and the real world.
That was 3 weeks.
It was.
That's all you need, man.
It was pretty long.
No, I'm just putting. I'm just painting a picture. Is all.
Painting the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Painting
Everything
a picture.
happened in 2 hours.
Yeah.
You did all of college and got hired in
Yeah,
2 hours.
there was an 80 power ballad behind the montage that led us to this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Getting
prequel
hard
to
after
that.
college.
The prequel to that is the film Lady Bird, which
Wait, Hank Hill's dog?
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
what I thought it would be.
Well, that's just another name for Ladybug
Well,
in the South.
if you haven't seen Lady Bird, it's a film that Emily hates because it's about Emily.
Well, because I hated myself,
She
so
had a gay boyfriend, so that's
Oh,
kid was a little gay. Nice guy.
just a little gay around the gills.
I was a sanctuary.
Discovering myself.
Well, as your older brother, I'm glad he never touched you.
Wait.
Hey, Travis, who's on the chopping block this week?
This week, we're going to get cultured.
Oh,
We're getting real cultured. We're
like microbial culture.
well, like
More than your dresser drawer.
Tom, you're a fancy man. You like to paint things sometimes.
I
You
do.
get all naked, you tuck it in, you paint things.
Yes.
That's how that goes?
That is this guy that I'm doing today, Caravaggio.
Oh,
yeah, he's a
Caravaggio.
little painter boy from
He-
Italia.
Hey, he's got some nice paintings.
He does. He was the major influence for the Baroque movement, which
Baroque is dope.
Baroque is a danky boy.
Tom's been digging that Baroque music recently.
Yeah, when me and Cody are working, I put on some Baroque mixes. You know, it's like
Very efficient.
Now you're Baroque.
feel good. If you're ever trying to get shit done, you put on that Baroque.
Make
mix.
sure there's
Get Baroque.
There's one mix I put on that I typed in Baroque harpsichord.
yeah,
and
you
it
need the
was-
harpsichord.
First one that comes up, I think, is really bad. Though. It's really like.
There's a lot of harpsichord in that shit.
Well, I love harpsichord, but this one was particularly eerie.
Well, that's kind of a good segue because his art was very dark. That was like a big thing. Like his art was very eerie as fuck. He had like harsh lighting going on and like, you know, hard shadows and like his subjects kind of like just kind of were on a black background.
Very gauche.
You know?
Well, I mean, everything was probably dirty, so I don't know if he had a choice.
Yeah.
True.
Well, that's the thing is he painted the way he saw the world, whereas everyone else at the time were painting things like, "Oh, it's beautiful."
Yeah, clean
fairies
was only
and-
No,
invented
I'm
in like
saying,
the
like-
1970s.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm saying that his canvas is probably already soiled and disgusting.
He used it to wipe, and then he started.
Well, I used anything you could to wipe at the time.
Everyone has their process.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's put it this way. These pictures would have been a lot more bright and cheery if they had the Dyson ball.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What?
Not only did this boy like to paint, he also enjoyed a good punch-up, spending a night face in the bottle.
Oh.
That's the new word I invented. Face in the bottle.
Face
That's
in
how
the
you get
bottle?
drunk. Face
Those
in
are
the bottle.
two words that are already invented.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. No one says it that way. Now I said it this way.
yeah.
You took away the hyphen, making it one compound word, never before
You put
seen.
the whole face into the bottle.
Right, he was the champion's neighbor.
He's the champion's neighbor. And chasing around the whores.
Oh, he was a whore guy.
Whore
eh?
chaser.
He was a whore chaser.
My goodness.
So I'm not going to talk about how much he, you know, his paintings were good and all that shit. I'm just going to talk about the shit.
Whore
about
chasing,
him.
please.
Yeah, of course.
Wait,
That's
yeah.
what we do. That's how we do it.
What do you want?
Did he chase them away? Like, get.
Is there
Shoot,
any
get outta
other
here.
direction to chase other than away?
Or is it like
Outta
a
here.
like a Harpo Marx like
Oh, yeah.
desire?
Wide-eyed, just like a painting God's work.
Oh, like a Pepe Le Pew fucking the cat.
Yeah, like,
He's a pretty gross guy, so.
I heard he was very handsome, actually.
Oh, no.
That's what Mom said. Yeah.
Mom said that. Yeah, well, actually, we're going to get a little family, so if you guys would be quiet for a second.
Oh, well, all right.
You wouldn't get it.
Travis, just give foot rubs to each other over here.
Yeah.
Come
How's that
here,
going?
gonna-
Yeah.
Cody, how you doing? I'm touching his shoulder. I'm giving him a massage.
All right, enough of this
Bonding.
Neanderthal behavior in the studio. Apparently, he was very handsome.
Well, maybe he was at one point, but you'll hear in the story.
May I just make a point about my mother and
Yeah.
Italian art?
Oh.
So
All right.
we went to Michelangelo at the Met last
Pronounced
week.
correctly.
And we go through it, and like I go through way faster than my mom every time, and she's taking her sweet time. So I'm like, oh, she's loving this. Like I'm doing a good job, and I'm literally sitting on a bench at the end waiting for her, and she comes out. She's like, tired of this gay shit. She's like,
That is a very characteristic for your mother.
Yeah, absolutely.
She might request we remove that. But we will riot.
no,
Before
she
that
was like,
happens.
there's just so many men. I'm just tired of men. I'm like, yeah, but Mom, it's pretty liberal, right? I guess. And she was like, no, it's men like praising men.
Phallic symbol.
Jeez. We got any phallic symbols in our future, Travis?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna paint the picture for you.
Oh, Jesus.
wink.
Oh,
I see what you've done.
So
That was just noise to the audience.
it was a great noise. This is beauty. It was
I'm not
baroque.
editing this episode at all, by the
Yeah,
way.
it was
so keep
baroque.
going.
It was baroque as fuck. The year is 1572.
Mhm.
What happens when you mix rats and humans in one area in 1572?
The prototype to Danny DeVito.
Specifically,
The Swiss Family Robinson.
Ratatouille.
all right, I'll give you.
Hey.
I'll give you a hint. Specifically, Chinese rats. So like Ratatouille, but had the Chinese dub of it.
General Sal.
I'm really tempted to look at the notes projected on the wall. But...
That would be the plague.
Oh, the plague. The one.
Yeah.
The
The plot-
1349, I believe that started.
Yeah, well,
it went for a bunch of years, didn't it? Now.
I think the last case was in Australia in like in the 20th century.
And we're talking bubonic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on one second. it happened this year. No, not this year. 2017 in Madagascar.
Well, yeah, that when I say early 20th century, I mean modern day Madagascar.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Moving along. This isn't a news podcast.
One more.
Yeah.
How many airports do you think are in Madagascar?
A penguin. One penguin.
Right?
Yeah,
There's
that's
at least
it.
four.
Not that crazy. There are 7.
Oh, hey.
There are
7 of them?
7
How
airports.
did you know that?
Really?
Looking for
Oh,
flights.
Travis. As a cat person, did you hear like the latest theory as to why like the bubonic plague outbreak was so bad?
No.
Because that's when humankind started hating on black cats and started killing them off,
Well, fuck
which
humankind.
caused a rat boom, which caused the plague. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Well, I mean, I get it. Because I would be one to beat the cat to death.
yeah. So
That's why I'm going to be alone forever.
like
Because
we
every
paid our
girl
price.
on the face of the planet has a cat that they care about more than people.
I have a cat and I care about humans and my cat more.
I like you.
No, it's not the right order.
We've established a friendship.
Anyway.
Do you not trust me anymore?
Yeah, I don't trust you at all. I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. Michelangelo Marissi. His family had no idea about these rats when they fled Mulan. Mulan the movie.
Move on. The movie. Yes. Eddie Murphy's character was a rat, but that was hairless and had a suntan.
Scaled.
Back in the day, the plague, they probably thought the Jews poisoned the well. That was one of the theories.
The Jews poisoned the well.
Or the fact that
You're welcome.
God had a hemorrhoid and was just taking it out on them. Just like, I hate you guys today.
Damn it.
These ain't so good, these people.
They
Should have used Preparation H.
they ran to the town of Caravaggio.
Hey.
Ah.
And but trying to outrun sickness is kind of like trying to rollerblade away from a shark in the ocean.
Yeah.
Because
It's worse because you're the sickness. You
well,
know,
yeah, you are the sickness. And in 1577, Caravaggio, Michelangelo is his name, right? His father and granddaddy both died of the plague in Caravaggio because they brought it with them. Like, hey.
I can't believe these irresponsible people.
Carriers, man.
Right. So now we know his name is Caravaggio because he moved to Caravaggio. Right? 8 years later, he's a bright-eyed 13-year-old. He decides, let's move back to Milan, where the plague started.
Yeah, cool,
And
man.
the fashion begins.
Why not? Yeah. Fashionista Caravaggio.
And fashion was born.
Couture.
He starts... Coder.
Yeah, get your culture on, boys.
Yeah, Milan is the heart of all cultural.
A for effort.
He starts an apprenticeship with the artist Simone Pizarro. Pizarro. I don't know. I'm going to pronounce all these Italian words wrong.
Okay.
Someone will keep a tally.
Yeah, whatever. Let me know if I'm saying it wrong. Simone was the guy that named him Caravaggio. You know, like it's very, I don't know, it's a very creative way of nicknaming someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name would be like Hawaii.
Hey,
fuck's
it's
sake.
Hawaii over here, and everyone else here is named Huntington.
Hi, I'm Huntington. What's your name?
I'm Huntington. Nice
it's
to
a
meet
pleasure.
you.
Hello, what's your name?
At school, I'm Long Island.
There you go.
Call Long
Island.
Island at school.
He spent 4 years in Milan studying, particularly Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper, which is Jeebus. If you don't know, if you're dumb, you never
Yeah.
heard of Last Supper.
All
He's
on the
doing
one side of
things.
the table.
He used a 26-person table for 13.
What
Yeah.
a dick. There's always that one party of people that use when you go to a restaurant.
Yeah, you go
They
to
use
Fridays,
a table
we
and they're
have-
like, yeah, like I only wanted to sit on the bench side, no chairs.
Listen, Timothy just graduated from high school, so we're going to go to over Fridays. 26 people are coming. We'll line it up, and then 13 cancel.
They left that
That's what
side
that
open
picture is
for
like.
catering access. You know
Oh.
what I mean? So they could like slice the kebab right on the table.
Oh, my goodness. Like a Brazilian barbecue restaurant.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
Green. You just always hold up the green if you go to that.
Yeah. And bring a funnel.
Evergreen, motherfucker.
He also studied other national treasures and the local Lombard style, which is very naturalistic, without getting too artsy-fartsy.
Not so fresco, if you will.
Not so fresque. After his apprenticeship, he did what most modern art students do after a 4-year degree. He started to network and to build up, his network.
His
This
little black
podcast is
book.
brought to you by ZipRecruiter.com. Go to ZipRecruiter.com and your first purchase will be free if you listen to this podcast.
No, we don't have the affiliate link yet. You can't do that.
He didn't do any of that, actually. He just got fucked up.
How so? Fucking uppy.
He's a huge partier. Started to drink.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, started to fucking fuck, fight, and drink, and
Fight
booze,
and drink.
Yeah.
Is there an F word for drink?
Forget.
Phil.
Funnel.
Funnel.
I was just
Fuck,
talking about it,
fight,
yeah.
and funnel.
Fuck,
There you go.
fighting, ooh.
I don't take sips, bro.
Tom, let's
I
get
don't
shirts
take
made.
any sips.
Fucking
a shirt.
crush.
I only.
So what's he drinking? Four Locos?
He's drinking the vino, dog.
Oh.
All Venus.
Yeah.
We're in Italia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natty Veen.
Natty Bean.
Yeah. Vima, right?
Sweet Viva.
After one wild night, he got in a quarrel, in air quotes, with a police officer and wounding the police officer in the scuffle.
Yeah, quarrel.
Yeah.
Oh, quarrel.
You lied to
Right.
us.
What is that? Felony, right?
Yeah.
Felony.
Caravaggio knew that, and he was like, fuck Milan, and just ran to Rome.
Yeah,
All
all
the
the
way.
champ.
Get out of here.
All the fucking way. Didn't stop.
And this kind of sets off this guy's modus operandi.
Whoa.
All right.
Italian.
He's
Yeah,
just
maybe. Ooh.
Depeche modus operandus.
Ooh.
Once he arrived in the heart of the Holy Roman Empire, it was said that he arrived naked, extremely needy, and without a fixed address or without provision.
Just how the Romans
Short of
like
money.
him.
Yes.
So he was naked, malnourished.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. So
No money,
So
no
he
address.
traveled with wine. He would get fucked up. He took off his clothes. He tried to fuck a rock. He got dirty. He went to the next town.
Where'd the rock fucking come from?
No,
Well,
not
I mean,
the Rock.
The Rock.
A Rock.
Well, they
Not
had-
Dwayne.
Oh.
Dwayne don't fuck nobody that he don't like.
Dwayne fucks.
They had many
That's what I'm
carved rocks into beautiful, beautiful
Smooth.
sculptures.
The rock is naturally carved.
A lot of Italian shepherds out there just playing with sticks. You know, you use enough sticks, you can make a hole in anything.
Yeah, make it smooth as hell. Ugh. Ugh.
Whoa.
Oh boy, that was a whew,
The
little bit
atmos-
too much.
Yeah, the atmosphere is weird now.
Yeah, a little bit too much rolling rock vino.
Grazie.
What year is this?
Do we have more beer, by the way?
Yeah.
We do have plenty of beer.
Good, I'm gonna need.
Oh wait, yes.
Eventually, Caravaggio found some hack work with Giuseppe Cesari.
Love him.
Oh,
I don't
and
know if you're making these up or not.
no, that one I think I got right. It's Giuseppe Cesari.
no,
You
no.
sounded authentic, my friend.
Giuseppe Cesari.
You sound like
That
you'd
could
be
be
the
a New
host of an
Yorker.
Olive Garden.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
What was his hack work?
A Newark Olive Garden.
a Newark. Well, he basically got the Newark Olive Garden of painting with this guy's job because he's just painted flowers and fruit baskets for the Pope.
He's doing the George O'Keeffe
shit.
thing, just without the vagina.
No, without the
looking.
vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So it's just floral.
painting little naked babies and flowers.
Oh, the
and
cherub?
shit.
Cherubs,
Yeah,
yeah.
cherub, naked babies.
They got the ribbon in front of the peens.
So having Caravaggio painting flowers and fruit baskets is kind of like hiring Conor McGregor at 1-800-Flowers.com.
Overkill.
Yeah.
Overkill.
This dude doesn't want to paint fruit. He wants to fight and fuck shit up.
Yeah, but he's good at painting fruit.
Yeah.
Still good at it.
He's still good at it. He eventually meets up with a few other young bucks in Rome. Prospero Orsi and architect
No, you're making this up.
Oranori Larzo. I'm
All
just Lanzari.
Lanzari.
Lanzari. I don't know.
All right, so for reference sake, we'll just call him Lanzi.
Yeah, let's call him Long High.
The long high man.
I didn't.
He's
see
he's
how-
got 3 feet
Yeah.
shins.
Yeah, he's got a lot of.
This is the first time we can say how off you are because we're projecting the notes.
Yeah. Well, you know, Prospero and Long High. That's what we're calling him from now on.
Longy.
Prospero told him to branch off and paint for himself. He's like, "Fuck this dude. You don't need to fucking paint flowers. You got
Dude, why are you working
talent."
for this guy?
Yeah,
You can rake these leaves better than he can.
That's a good friend.
Hey,
And Long High,
you're just gonna cycle through every possible enunciation.
and Long High introduced him to the Roman street fighting, which
Yeah, now I heard a bit about that, but also back to Long High. Is he related to Short Round?
Oh,
Long High and Short Round.
I see
Dr.
what-
Jones! He does kind of sound like an adult in a way.
Who?
Because he keeps... Short Round.
Short Round.
Yeah, what about him?
Dr.
He just
Jones.
sounds like
Dr.
he's just
Jones.
very grown up for a little Asian boy who's of the age of 8, perhaps?
No, he was 43 in that movie.
Was he really?
You can't tell how old Asians
I know
are.
he wasn't really. but I was making eye contact with her.
Like, I would want to provide some insight on how to, like, pronounce these names, but I don't. I did take 2 semesters of this, and it's useless, but I know how to pronounce stuff, if you ever really want to know.
Let me know.
No, but I also like this much better.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna say long high.
Long high
So-
and short round.
Yeah, long high and short round. Long high introduced them to the brawls, and also another one of Rome's famous things with the street ladies. World famous street ladies. Ladies of the night.
Lady. Oh, so he got into prostitutes.
Yes, he got into prostitutes hard.
Oh, he literally got into
Oh.
prost.
I see what's happening there.
Yeah. So fighting and fucking.
Yeah.
Funneling.
So Caravaggio dove into painting material that he found beautiful now that he was on his own. And this was extreme naturalism and violence because the man was deranged.
So what was the subject? Jesus.
Right, like I said earlier before, he painted the world as he saw it. He didn't doll up any of the models.
What he sees.
You had a fucking wart on your face and to paint the wart.
He sounds kind of Robert Smithy
I don't know who Robert Smith is.
from The Cure.
Oh, from The Cure?
Yeah, just like it's all dark.
Yeah,
but
he's
also
shit.
it's kind of Boys Don't Cry, very happy tune.
Yeah,
the
but
lyrics.
That's why he had good friends, you know? He told you when you look bad.
Very
That's
true.
true.
Very true.
There's a sincere aspect of that.
One of his most famous paintings, which is the one I know and I like, is Judith beheading Holofernes, which is a famous picture of Judith midway through beheading Holofernes, and there's like blood spraying out of his head.
Who are those
and-
people?
I don't know. You might have seen that one. Have you?
I've seen that one.
You've seen it?
It's fucking metal as shit.
It's brutal as fuck. You
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
his face and all of his expression and everything.
It looks very similar to another painting that's on the Cryptopsy album, None So Vile.
Tom, no one listens to
You're
metal.
gonna want to. You're gonna want. Yeah, no one knows what I know. That's the problem here. okay?
knows
If you-
what it's like.
If you think about it, though, it was a time where, like, you saw gross shit way more often than we do. Like, you'd be like, oh, there's a baby, like, dead on the street.
Dude,
Yeah, you're right.
No,
Yeah,
but,
that
like,
was normal.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
true.
gross, but I guess it's, like, extra gross for us. 'Cause-
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, back then, you're right. You're like, that's the second one I saw this month. Oh, they really need to clean this
Yeah.
up. It's kind of like seeing someone not clean up after their dog walking along the street.
Yeah,
you
except
know?
instead of fecal matter, it was
Yeah.
people.
People.
And then
dead.
just a
Well-
village baby shoveler on duty.
it makes sense because I just paint dog shit, like, constantly.
You think they'd use a shovel or pitchfork?
I'm gonna
For
say a
dead
leaf
baby
blower.
Cannon.
yeah, cannon. Yeah,
I'm gonna say spatula.
yeah. The old,
Oh, you got
the
a-
old timey spatula. Yeah,
Tom just bought a pizza peel.
yeah. I got a custom pizza peel in the mail. It's a 28-inch scale length, 14 inches wide.
We're gonna have fun with it.
Long
Yeah.
boy for pizzas. You just pop the pizza in, you flip it around.
Yeah, I always wanted a pizza peel, so now I own one,
Are you gonna-
and I feel like an adult now.
Are you going
You're
to
an
ask
adult.
Papa John to sign?
Papa, please sign. I
bet you would just,
I'm
like-
retired. I
Oh,
swear
yeah.
to God, I hate healthcare.
He does.
He does. He's one of those
Really,
guys.
yeah.
He's. It's one thing to have a thought on it, but when you're a CEO of a pizza company, keep your fucking mouth
That
shut. you
regularly likes
he
to get
spanks
drunk
you
in
dope.
public.
dope.
Bad.
Yeah, you bad boy.
He has a special one for that.
Another famous painting that he did was The Death of the Virgin, and the Virgin being the Virgin Mary.
There's
obviously.
no other virgin.
Obviously.
Well, there's a few. There's like 12 since then, because everyone's fucked something.
Share.
Share. Share.
What?
Did you just say share?
I
Share?
did. I just wanted you to have.
Dude, she's been double dicked like
Yeah.
like a million times.
Yeah, but
But not her
there was
current
there
body
was a
parts.
point when that
yeah, she got a
wasn't.
fresh. Yeah, that's
You
true.
just go back far enough in time, and she was a virgin.
Everyone's
just
a
had
virgin.
a ziplock installed in my vagina.
So originally he was commissioned to do this painting. He lost that commission because the virgin that he painted with his whole naturalism and everything was a very well-known whore in Rome.
Oh, it was one of those extra natural virgins.
Right. So everyone saw this painting and they were like, that's the fucking chick I paid, 5, what do they use, pesos in Rome?
No, yeah, exactly. Who brings that? Who is the first one to broach the topic? Is it the men of the cloth? Like, I think I know that one.
Listen, don't tell anyone, but also tell everyone.
That's Nora.
Because I'm a friar. And I done did that whore.
Friar, I barely know her.
Caravaggio was a fucking rock star at this point. He's walking around. Everyone wants commissions. He's like, yeah, I'll paint you shit, whatever. yeah.
Why don't you just Danny DeVito out for a minute?
Yeah. yeah.
Do you want me to paint you something?
Just spits on a brush.
In 1604, a contemporary, so some of the time was writing that after a fortnight of work, he'd swagger around for about a month or two with a sword at his side, a servant following him from ball court to ball court, ready to engage in a fight or engagement, and always starting a rile.
So he had his trusty squire, Santo.
Wait.
Right. So,
Wait a minute. Was he fighting with the servant?
no.
Like a fucking
Yeah.
vaudeville show. Just
No, I
rolling
thought he
down.
was just. Yeah, I thought he was
Everyone pay attention. I'm going to fight this short
Yeah,
man.
that's what I thought. I'm gonna fight the lad who's been paid to follow me.
this guy worked for 2 weeks and they just fucked around for like 2 months.
So what
Fuck yeah,
what was
dude.
That's awesome.
what was the man following him?
I don't know. It probably
Was he
clean up.
fighting him, or was it like a sword cat? Was it like a sword and booze caddy, or
Probably
something?
a ball toucher.
He was to go around and hustle people for money. Like, yeah, he's so good at fighting.
He's pretty good. Yeah, there's a plant in the audience. And the first time they
Go
met,
and fight him.
it was just like that Billy Madison episode, or Happy Gilmore, excuse me. Caddy takes his bag, the little blonde kid, and he just beats the shit out of him. Hey, what did you do that for? But, you know, it's Italy, so it's, hey, what you do?
What's about you?
Scusi.
I should do.
Scusi.
There's so
As you stab.
Imagine saying scusi every time you punch someone.
I just imagine like a hockey fight, like scusi.
Italian hockey is probably
oh my
very strange.
God.
probably hilariously awesome.
It probably has a fatality rate.
Oh, yeah. Well, they just skate on fucking Italian ISIS.
Yeah. Well,
Mario cocksucker.
We're done. Shut
Just
the
a bunch of
podcast
dudes
off.
rolling around.
We're done
Hey,
podcasting.
Yo, you know, right now, if we flip this ice rink, it's sweeter on the bottom.
It's got more red 40 on the bottom.
I mean,
here.
it kind of would have been badass if he was doing all this shit at a hockey game, but he was going to tennis games.
Oh. Wait, was tennis around? Are
Yeah,
you
what the
fucking
fuck?
with me?
Tennis was around. That's
How
why
old is
I
tennis?
say ball court. He's not b-balling. He's going to tennis.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I thought it was like a hacky sack thing or something.
All hacky
Boom,
sack.
boom. I ain't no joke. that shit just...
I'm a Federer.
Yeah. All right, so wait. How fucking old does that make tennis?
Tennis, like, I think goes back to the 12th century.
Wait. Okay, cool. So, but like confirmed, when does this story take place?
But yeah, we're in the 16th century
All
right
right,
now.
so yeah, confirm that. fucker.
yeah,
Yeah,
dog.
he was born, what,
1571.
Yeah.
Cool.
There is only so much drinking, brawling, and whoring you can do before someone loses an eye. Or in this case,
How much is that?
balls.
Losing the ball.
Eyeballs.
Balls. So we know Caravaggio loved the ladies, especially the ones he had to pay for.
Ladies
And-
love Caravaggio.
Well, he could tell him to leave.
And a lot of his ravings might have come from syphilis, because he got around a lot and might have contracted, some syphilis. And syphilis, if you're a man, it turns your brain into Swiss cheese.
Does it not if you're a lady?
No, ladies are carriers.
Are you spreading
Ooh,
a
you little
rumor
vector.
No.
or an STD?
This is just truth, and it's a very MGTOW way of looking at disease.
You said the word. Don't say the word.
Don't say the mid
Call Dr. Schultz.
There was one whore in particular that Caravaggio lusted after the most.
There's always one.
And that was Italian. Fidele Melodroni.
No, that's unacceptable. You can't do that.
Tell me it.
No, you do it. It's your
Felipe Melandroni.
Yeah, I was close.
into the mic.
Felide, yeah,
into the mic.
Felide.
Do it into the mic.
Felide.
Do it into the mic.
What was it?
Oh, Felipe Melandroni.
There we go. Sounds a lot better. So whenever she was around, his decrepit dick got rock hard. Or as hard as it could.
Well,
because
if it's decrepit, isn't it already
Yeah.
like mortified, stiff?
yeah.
So is rock hard an upgrade from rigor mortis or a downgrade?
Uh,
I don't know, but I have a feeling if you dug this guy up, you can start Jurassic Park. Just pulling all the maggots and flies that were in his penis.
You just gotta fill in the gaps with bullfrog DNA like idiots.
Yeah, it ambered over with semen.
there was a problem with him liking this lady.
Spooging into resin.
Earth love.
Caravaggio.
Caravaggio. There's a problem with him liking this lady because a local pimp also wanted her for himself.
Oh,
Oh,
Mm,
That's what he
Caravaggio.
says at first. But then she ain't the top bitch no more.
So what's this? Is Pimp getting into his own stock or something like that?
I think he just wanted as a main bitch.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh wait, it's bottom bitch because I was thinking that's the worst.
It's bad. It's not good.
It's no way to live, that's to be sure.
Bam and rice.
One day, one day during a tennis match, which is probably the least sexy setting for an event.
It's
like
a
this.
very sexual sport
Right.
if you get the first
No.
five or six rows
You
of
heard
seating.
the ladies' worlds, the little grunting. You just turn the TV brightness all the way down.
Everyone grunts when they do it. It's not gendered.
I know, but there's one of those genders in particular I appreciate more than the other.
All right.
Caravaggio and the Pimp had it out. They had a duel. They set a duel in the streets.
Setting a duo.
A duel.
If you
Caravaggio and the Pimp exchanged blows back and forth.
Whoa, duel with just fists? That's just a fight.
Yeah,
What
dueling
is I was expecting like at least like a little
with a sword.
yeah.
Well, the
or-
servant wasn't there with the
Or some,
sword.
some kind of Italian knife.
Yeah, he's got a long sword.
Somebody find them ice picks at least, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, now they're fighting with swords.
Oh, okay.
All right, they are
my
fighting with
cheese
swords.
knife.
They're fighting swords, exchanging blows back and forth until Caravaggio knocks him onto the floor. Right?
All right.
This is when a gentleman would be like, "I've won."
Yeah.
Caravaggio breaks into a blind rage, full psychopath mode, and says, "That hoe's mine, and you'll never be able to fuck her."
So
Because
his blind rage. That hoe's mine. Hey, you never gonna fuck. That's my Stevie Wonder blind rage.
he dove on top of her, on top of him, on the pimp.
Who is now a her.
Now,
Demasculated.
who's going to become her?
Whoa, what?
Demasculate that man.
You're making Dr. Seuss words up.
Demasculate, demasculate.
Demascularize that man.
Caravaggio pulls out his dagger and is like, "I'm gonna cut your dangus off."
Oh, he does demasculate that man.
He pulls out his dagger, says, "I'm gonna cut your dangus off and feed you the birds that swim in the ocean."
The birds,
That swim in the ocean?
pelicans,
Yeah. Well,
sea robins.
Caravaggio wasn't
Puffins.
Oh,
Caravaggio wasn't a biologist because he went to go cut his junk off, but missed and hit his femoral artery.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
quick bleeds.
Yeah, so the guy bled out in the street, and Caravaggio is now an officially now a murderer.
oh,
Murderer.
you made the little corpse conversion on that guy.
Now, dueling was legal, but due to the brutality of the case, he was convicted of murder and sentenced to death by hanging.
Oh no.
All because he mistook a wang for a femoral artery? No, or vice versa.
because he fucking flipped out and fucking tried to cut the guy's junk off.
A pimp
Let's be
leg.
serious. This guy sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Send him off.
Death by gallows.
Well, quarantine was made then during the plague ages. In Florence, they would send you, I think it was like a mile offshore for 40 days, and if you survived,
That was pretty much a death sentence.
yeah, you could come back.
Yeah,
Can you
quarantine.
get me a Pop-Tart? I am very hungry.
Eat the corpses like the other corpses.
I've been licking seagull poop for 5 days now.
Yeah, Quaranta is 40, so quarantine.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Fourth.
Oh, a little entomology.
Yeah.
Etymology.
Etymology.
No, what's bugs?
Fuck.
Etymol-
Oh.
Gross.
I always fuck that up.
Etymology.
I always say-
etymology is words.
I always say
All right, cool.
I always
And
say
there's bugs.
entomology.
That's not even a thing.
How thick is the fudge on top of this deviled cream cake?
That's good.
That
2
is just-
millimeters.
Delicious. I cannot wait to take these shoes off because they are fucking pounding right now because I am all filled with sugars and stuff.
The number one
I have
ingredient.
diabetes. This is
Recycled
rough.
sponges.
Caravaggio was not going to wait around for the gallows. And he had fled a city before. He's going to do it again. He's like, "I'm out." He heads south. He takes a brief stop in Naples, or as I like to call it, Nipples.
No, you don't.
He picks up a few commissions there, and then he finds himself on the island of Malta, which is just south of Sicily, if you don't know where that is. It's his own country.
Malta.
Malta. Like a malt. Caravaggio's plan was to win over patronage from the local Grand Master of the Knights Malta, Alof de Wigancourt. Alof de Wigancourt.
the Brickashaw.
That's not Italian. That's like, I don't know,
Yeah.
Wigancourtish.
Oh, what is that?
Aloft de Wignacourt.
It's probably some type of German or something.
All right. Anyway, if you know this guy, tell him to tweet at us.
Yeah, tweet.
At Roast Mortemcast.
So the Knights Malta are the same knights that fought in the Crusade about 400, 500 years ago, and were known as the Knights Hospitallers. I'm drunk.
I think your script is drunk. I'm looking at these words, and they're not for friends. They're not for the people you trust to read this.
They're not for drunk friends. Alof was so impressed that the famed Caravaggio came to his court that he made him a knight.
Oh.
Just honorary knight.
Honorary knight.
I like the way you painted my children at Friendlies drinking their malteds.
Yeah. I will give you a Fudgy the Whale every 2 months.
Fudgy the Whale?
That is a Carvel cake, an ice creamed cake.
Have you had one?
No.
Never seen the Fudgy the Whale?
No.
It's pretty sad. So, with that, Caravaggio is now a knight. A Crusader knight.
Well, blessed be us.
I'm just trying not to puke for a second. So now Caravaggio has this lofty, noble Christian title, and he completely changes a new leaf, becomes a humble, pious, wise old man.
He appreciates
This
God.
gets old.
Huh?
Pious for you clowns out there actually means you appreciate God.
You get hard for God.
Your devotion to God.
God hard.
You're in a knighthood of godliness. You got to be pious. A little more etymology/entomology because I can't distinguish it.
Etymology.
He actually didn't do any of that. He just got drunk some more.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, he did not take his knightly title all that serious. And after a night of drinking with his fellow brothers in arms, he decided that he really didn't like a certain aristocratic knight that was kind of like a stuck-up prick.
Ah.
I don't like you.
Instead of like fighting him outright, he kicked in his door at night and beat the living shit out of him, leaving him like seriously wounded.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
He was a regular old Shooter McGavin.
he's just like bam,
Pompous ass.
hate you. You're a dick.
I won't have this.
That's your second Adam Sandler reference of the night.
I'm gonna keep those going. It's a type of comedy
I'm gonna challenge
it's called
you.
extra funny comedy.
He's making a comeback,
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
Have you seen The Cobbler on Netflix? I haven't.
Oh man.
Keeps getting recommended to me.
Bam.
Pixels was great.
Oh my goodness, that was a movie.
It was an entire movie.
That was a movie.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to challenge you to do it twice more.
Adam
Sam,
Sandler,
yep.
you got it, dog.
My favorite Adam Sandler movie, Click.
Spacing them out. How did they get Walken
Spanglish.
for that?
It's like a
They
Twilight Zone
got
episode.
Christopher Walken for Click.
Yeah, but it's like a Twilight Zone episode, but M. Night Shyamalan twist throughout the whole thing, which is it's very funny.
M. Night Shyamalan twist. He didn't produce it. Oh.
Caravaggio fucked this dude up, and this time, I think presumably because he was like too wasted, he couldn't get away, and the knights caught him and threw him in their dungeon.
Yeah.
So
You can't drink drive. Don't do that.
he was there. He's like sitting, awaiting trial, probably gonna die again. He's still got this like he can't go back to Rome because
He's a wanted boy.
he's a wanted boy there,
Mhm.
and he never got the pardon from Alof. So like, even though he was a knight, he was like, oh well, I'm not gonna give you the pardon yet.
Fugitive Knight.
Fugitive knight.
Well, it'd
that's
be
for
rough,
sure.
too, if he's not allowed in Rome and he's trying to make his way and he hops on some fucking random road. All roads lead to Rome. So we're going to have a problem there.
Oh damn! I didn't mean to go here. God damn it! I'm at 7-Eleven again. I'm buying taquito. Oh god damn!
I never understood that idiom at all.
All roads lead to Rome?
Yeah.
That refers to the prowess and the sexuality that Rome had
Okay.
during its heyday, in which they would build roads to everywhere. It was the original Tinder. It was
But
how
the
you
fucking roads go two directions, so naturally they both can't go to Rome.
Well, no,
Trick
they
question.
can. They
No.
can. All you got to do is pull that U-banger, and you're going to Rome.
Oh, you gotta flip a bitch.
Cody, guess what? My dick only leads in one direction, and that's to one direction.
Oh no.
They're all of age now. So
yeah,
it's
they're all
fine.
of age.
It's fine.
Oh no. No.
Caravaggio is a slippery boy. He's a slippery boy. He knows
He
that
knows
all roads lead to Rome,
He's got an idea.
and he knows the way he get to Rome is slipping through those bars out of that dungeon.
Any
Yeah.
road.
He just does that. That was a terrible segue.
What are you saying? You just greased up and slipped out?
I don't know. He got out of the dungeon.
So, okay. Let's
got
just
out.
say he greased up and slipped out.
Yeah,
Our
I'm gonna-
last episode was John Dillinger escaping with potatoes. He is
A
the
potato.
Caravaggio
He only needed
is the
one.
potato.
I'm just gonna say he just like lubed himself all in grease, like got naked and just like slipped through the bars, like.
Yeah, I mean, if Adam Sandler was casted as Ace Ventura, we would see him coming out of a rhino's anus, and that would be another reference in a hypothetical situation.
No, you lose. That one doesn't work.
I know it doesn't work. I'm rubbing it in your face. I'm just letting you know that I'm 2 steps ahead of you, dog.
I'm hoping that he just did like a bunch of push-ups, like for a sustained period.
That's how we
But
slept in a plank formation.
It was able to just a little bit open the bars.
Oh fuck yeah, Hulk out of there. So if you escape from a jail, where do you think you'd run? Like, you know,
Rome.
no, I mean right now, no. Like, where would you run if you got out of jail?
Nashville.
Carvel.
Like you're living on Long Island, you're gonna run to Nashville.
No. I mean, if I had to run and I was in Riverhead facilities, I'd
Yeah.
probably run to Montauk.
You run to Montauk.
Yeah.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I've been to a petting zoo close by. That was very fun.
What are you gonna do? Blend in with the alpacas?
No,
Is that our pig?
Oh.
They won't ever know.
Well, the point that I was trying to make
All right, fine, go with it.
Fuck you.
was that if you get out of jail, you want to run far away.
Right.
He, like, literally just went across a small slip of the Mediterranean to Sicily, which is, like, literally just like, oh, I'm going to take a boat. The little buongiorno.
They'll never find me.
Excuse me, sir. I'd like to rent your dinghy. I will certainly bring it back. How much do I need to pay you?
45 pesos, please.
Well,
I do
take
it?
50.
Can I pay you after I get back?
Yeah. For I've been in jail.
If there was a screw loose in Caravaggio before this whole incident, now he was, like, up to the 11s and crazy. He was very paranoid.
And the syphilis will make you look like a man of sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
saucy
the
man.
syphilis in Sicily. It's great.
Ooh, that's a tongue twister. The syphilis in Sicily
Sicily.
sips my... I don't know. So his friends at the time depicted Caravaggio as increasingly bizarre, sleeping fully armed and in his clothes. He would rip up paintings at the slightest word of criticism and would just, like, mock local artists.
A bitch.
Yeah, he just became a little whiny.
Damn syphilis
Ween.
brain.
Syphilis brain, paranoid syphilis boy. He was constantly looking over his shoulder because of all the enemies he accumulated over his lifespan between, you know, trying to castrate people and beating up knights.
Trying to castrate. That's a funny way to say murder.
Yeah, just trying to do it. Specifically the knights, because they were knights and had swords.
Head swords.
Of course.
Had big old swords.
They were armed. They were ready to go.
Big pointy swords.
He couldn't stay in one place. He'd just travel from city to city in Sicily. And he was painting this entire time. He had works and shit.
But was he technically a knight anymore?
No.
Because that could have crushed his ego, and he's like, "Fuck you, I want to be a knight."
I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I'll be
he,
my own knight.
Yeah.
Blackjack and hookers.
I don't know if he knew that he wasn't a knight yet, but well, we're gonna get around to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He eventually thought that traveling around in Sicily was not a very good idea, so he moved back to Naples. And in 1609, Caravaggio was ambushed in the streets by a bunch of hitmen hired by the Knights Malta.
No shit.
Yeah.
So he's ambushed. Did they murder him?
They didn't murder him. They just fucked his face up real
Oh.
bad. That was why when you were like, "Oh, he's a nice looking guy."
They took his best trait away.
That's some mafiosa shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, the mafia comes from Sicily. And
All the
Naples.
whores
yeah.
like you.
That guy who's shaking like a dog that just got out of a pool is very handsome.
Yeah, why? Squall.
Look at that jawline.
Is he drinking paint?
I'm beautiful inside.
I love me. I love me so much.
Love what I do.
Rumors started to circulate that he was actually dead until a painting was delivered to the doorstep of Alof de Wigencourt, the Grand Master of the Knights Malta. And the painting was Salome. I said it the same way. Salome? Salome. Salome.
Salami.
Salami. I'm calling it salami. I'm going to call it salami.
Doesn't matter.
And the painting was salami with the head of John the Baptist.
Everyone.
And it depicted salami holding a silver platter carried with the decapitated head of John the Baptist, and that was a self-portrait of Caravaggio with his face all fucked up.
Oh.
So this was basically like, hey, Knights, you proved a point here.
Yeah.
You fucked my face up.
I'm all martyred now.
I'm marked.
I'm a march.
I'm
Leave
Marty.
me
I'm a living
alone.
march.
Caravaggio, now disfigured and still mad, was still on the hunt to find a pardon for the murder of the pimp. Because he wanted to come back to Rome,
Right.
the capital of the world.
Yeah.
He heard that the nephew of the Pope, Cardinal Scipione Borgia, was an art lover and had the ability to pardon him
We're
of
all
his crime.
checking Travis's work.
Yeah, I just-
Every time a name comes up,
Ah, yes.
Emily and my heads just snap
Scipione.
to see how he did on the
This
enunciation.
is Scipione Borghese.
All right, say that one to the mic.
In the mic.
Hold on, I have to read it though.
Well, it's that
Pick up the mic.
Pick it up.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Don't kill any waters.
Scipione Borghese.
Ah, this. Thank you.
Can you just sample
So-
Emily into Travis's?
Give me
Yeah, I'll
your-
just do that. All right, so Scrappy Boarhead.
So Boar's Head. So he figured out that Boar's Head could pardon him. So in 1610, he painted up 3 pictures and headed north on a boat to Rome to finally settle this fateful murder that put him on this fucking shitstorm of his life. He was going right into the belly of the beast with this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I got 3 in the man.
Yeah, I got the
And
3.
if one guy stop me, I give him a 1. If the next guy stop me, I got 1 left after that.
I like his
And there's no way they're gonna stop me ever again.
That's
They're
like a
not
Chico.
stopping me now!
So,
Yeah,
now
that was-
I'm imagining a Chica. My face is no good no more, but that's all right because I got a spear.
Esperita.
I got a spear and I know a guy.
No, that's alright, because yours isn't so good either.
I have a spirita. Spirit? No, a spear gun.
A spear. You don't want to come by me no more. It's okay. I like you, but I gotta shoot you. It's not my rules, boss.
Desi Arnaz just with a spear gun.
Caravaggio, you cannot go to this show. Ah!
Oh my god! I cannot believe.
Caravaggio never made it to Rome. He died on the short voyage, and the details are a little shady.
Shady Deets.
Shady
Should have
deets.
painted 4, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, he didn't paint them.
Was it a rat?
A dirty rat on an Italian.
You dirty rat.
Who killed who?
Some say he
Just got
died
that.
of fever.
Just got that.
Others say the Malta Knights caught up to him. Others say that he was just poisoned by some dickhead. But we don't really know what happened. All we know is that he just showed up dead on this boat.
Ah.
Are those the shady deets?
Yeah, shady deets. No one knew how he died.
That was
I like how you
Dun, dirt,
said he
cheap.
was killed by a fever. I'm just imagining like a tiny 007 hitman just called Fever. And he's just really handy with like throwing ice picks and shit.
I'm the fever!
Exactly. And he just like repels out your window and hits you in the neck with a dart.
In 2010, this is jumping forward a lot.
That's a lot.
Oh,
What
We're
did you
jumping
do?
forward.
So he's dead.
He's
You're
dead.
not allowed to
He's
do
dead as
that.
fuck.
He's
He's
dead as
dead.
fuck. He come up on his kayak
Yeah.
or his what do they call that now? The what do people do? The
Paddleboard?
Yeah. He's paddleboarding to Rome.
He's doing yoga paddleboarding. Or
Yeah,
yoga, whatever they do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing that. He dies. His boat just washes up on shore. People are like, he's dead now. They poked him with a stick. He's not moving.
Yeah.
Or
paddleboard paddle.
Yeah, exactly. So fast forwarding to 2010, the future.
Yeah.
They didn't even know what 2010 was back then.
I had no idea.
They had no
Couldn't
clue that
Could
it
not
would
have
ever exist.
numbers that
Pompeii
big.
happened. It was gross.
They ran out of
was
Roman numerals.
Didn't even see Tamagotchis coming.
No one did.
A Tamagotchi! What is this? Do I eat? I eat Tamagotchi.
Look at my paint.
It's an egg.
It's a very small egg.
It's an
You don't want
egg.
to look inside. It's a little man. He talks.
Oh. So scientists dug up his bones to find out if he had Bones disease. And he did actually have Bones disease. He had
Oh, yeah?
highly elevated levels of lead in his bones.
Ah.
Oh my god, there was a skeleton inside this artist.
But the lead probably came from the lead salts that were used in the paint at the time.
Ah.
Because, like, basically
Lead
all
paint.
paint had lead, and he probably ate it because he's Caravaggio.
Because he cared.
I already made a he drank paint joke, didn't I?
You did.
I'm
That
doing
full
it.
circle.
Yeah.
I'm doing it again.
I'm a genius. Suck my front.
So that's also another reason why he might have just been really violent and crazy, because eating lead will also, destroy your
Suck
brain
your
hole.
front.
It'll turn you into an unreasonable adult. Just the way. Sorry, I'm working on this one.
No, you said just unreasonable adult, so I'm just imagining like an 8-year-old just eating lead and just becoming an adult instant.
I'm an adult.
I'm unreasonable and 24 suddenly.
I was tying this back into what you were wagering me on before. He turned into what we would call a Billy Madison.
Ooh.
An
You already
uneducated
said the
adult.
Billy, didn't you? No, you
No, I-
mistaken. Okay.
I Happy Gilmore before. You're right.
All right.
But I'm right as well.
Mission
This is Billy.
75% complete.
I got one more.
So we'll never know how Caravaggio died, but we do know how he lived, like a complete asshole.
Fighting, fucking, and funneling.
Yep. A true artist.
Funneling paint.
You want to do that sometime when we're like 80?
Yeah.
When we have
Fuck
to,
yeah,
when we have
dude.
to burn this reality down, we're
I'm
gonna
tired
funnel
of my
paint.
brain.
Are you tired of your brain? Are you 80? Do you not know how your brain works anymore? Eat paint.
Knocking around. I'm a little loose up there now.
So that's that boy. That's the end of my son. He's a boy child.
End of the sun.
Very nice.
So
Well,
he's-
Caravaggio,
Yeah.
interesting. I bet you he wasn't nearly as swole as I am, but I would like to
What are
hang
you
out with him at some
fucking
point.
doing right now?
I'm just showing you guys how swole I am.
It's a podcast. There's no fucking visual stimulus going out.
Our listenership happens to be very, very imagination oriented. So
Like you imagine that they're there.
I am the audio version of a Caravaggio, except
You know what
I
the-
treat women like women,
Do you know what the
and I
fancy
haven't
word?
cut anyone's balls off.
You know what the fancy word for a very vivid imagination is?
Vasectomy.
I think it's eidetic.
I died.
That means you can see pictures really well in your brainscape.
Yeah. Tonight I died in your arms tonight. Must have been something I ate.
My takeaway from this fucker is that people get excused for being dickheads if they're artists.
No.
That's right.
Exactly.
right.
This boy just fucking got his ween all rotten.
Rotten ween and beautiful paintings.
What would his persona be?
His persona would be that of a rat, but a tall rat. Or a long rat, like the one in Princess Bride.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like the big inflatable one the union like throws out in front of like the NYC shops.
That's only when he's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say an Arctic fox, even though he was nowhere near the Arctic.
Yes, you know a sanded
So why would
fox.
you go there? A fennec, if you will.
Fennec fox.
Fennec fox are desert foxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ah.
I did say that.
Oh.
I did. You're welcome.
I'm gonna say I'm a skater.
He's a mosquito
No,
That's sweetest.
because he's
drinking blood of prostitutes.
he's out at nighttime sucking blood while being a nighttime boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Night. He was a night.
While
nighttime.
injecting-
Ah,
Nighttimes.
night with a K.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, I was thinking a possum, like a scrappy little possum out there fighting for all the whores.
With that weird fucking.
I feel like that's a rejected football team, like the whore fighting possums of South Dakota.
possums only weird me out because they got that flesh tail. You know what I mean? They're all furry and then they got the weird flesh tail.
Yeah.
Rats have that.
Yeah, well, they're weird too.
Possums. It's extra thick and weird.
They got a 13th
Yeah.
nipple or something, right?
13th. Where did the other 12 come from?
Odd number nipples is all.
That's all.
That's all, dogs.
That sounds like a yarn I would tell.
You're horrible at everything.
13 nipples is just the beginning of a very happy lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning into the Roast Mortem podcast. This was our feature on Caravaggio. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'm Tom Saltman.
I'm Travis Lee.
I am Cody McCann.
I am guest Emily Saltman.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Twitter plugs. We can do that too.
Do it quick.
Oh,
After
yeah.
the lap, so you can follow Tom Saltman at Saunch, SAUNTCHT.
You can follow me at Travis Allegian with 2 E's.
You can follow me at Cody McCann, CODYMCCANN.
I wouldn't mind a couple of followers at Krusty Lulz 420.
Yeah, dang.
And collectively, we are at RoastMortemCast on the Twitters and Instagram.
Yeah, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Shane, for listening on us, as they would say in Italian.
I'll see.
Dang, Shane.
Thank you, Shane.
See you next time, ninnies.
Hi there. You like what you just heard? We'd like to hear back from you.
Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah, that's
At
it.
RoastMortemCast.
Yeah, that's right.
That's us. That's us.
And if you tag us on either one of those social platforms, we will write an obituary for you.
You sexy corpse, you.
Yeah, write in. We're going to write an obituary for you. Make sure you tell a friend. Give us a subscription.
Yeah, let us know how we're doing. How you're doing, too. I want to know how I'm doing, how you're doing.
It's just a good old no one doing fest.
No one doing fest. That's right.
Don't do it. Do it
Yeah.
for me.
Stick around right now for some obituaries and some outtakes.
Here we go.
Oh, shit. Some people died. Ghost childs. Hello. You made it to the end of the episode. And guess what? We're gonna kill some idiots that mistakenly tweeted at us or Instagrammed at us.
They could have done it intentionally. Who knows?
They could have done it intentionally, but I'm assuming that they all just did it mistakenly.
Yeah.
Fools.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
You're dead.
You little danguses. So the first person on our list is Moonrise Mama. That's her Instagram handle.
She's a moonrise mama and she's gonna get it because she's dying tonight.
She's from California,
Cool, cool.
where they make grapes.
I can't refute that, so go on.
They don't can them. They put them in bottles. Moonrise Mama went down to her local Ralph's. Pick up some mayonnaise.
Where? Ralph's?
Yeah, Ralph's is a local chain in California.
Okay.
And she was looking for some Hellmann's. But guess what? Hellmann's mayonnaise is not Hellmann's mayonnaise on the West Coast. It's Best Foods.
Is this an advertisement,
Shit.
Travis?
It's not
Are
an
you
advertisement.
sneaking advertisements into obituaries?
And guess what? They just got a new mascot. The Best Foods fucking jar of mayonnaise. It's kind of like the Kool-Aid Man.
Just a bigger jar of mayonnaise with legs.
Yeah, and eyes. And
Is it sealed or is it just open? Like,
it just constantly screams, "Kill me." So anyway, he fell over onto her
Oh, yeah?
directly?
directly because he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm best, not mayonnaise. I'm not the Hellmann's.
Oh, mayonnaise, not helmet.
Yeah, I'm not Hellmann's."
It's real food.
And she drowned in a vat of mayo.
That's horrible.
Shit. That's a horrible.
This is someone that listens to us. This is a fan, and you just drown them in mayonnaise.
Yeah, well, you know what?
That's what
Maybe
you get.
you should go to the East Coast and buy some Hellmann's.
That
Moral of
will
the
drown
story.
you.
Moral of the story, Hellman should change their game up. Craft foods needs to be different.
You blew it.
You blew so done.
Fucked up.
All right, next up on our list, we got Gabriella. Mad Magic Gabriella contacting us on Instagram. Now, I am very close friends with Gabriella, and she has just gone to Korea. By the time this comes out, she'll be back, but she's spreading the good word.
Of what?
Of the Roast Mortem podcast.
Ah!
Yes, because any good listener would do that. They're
Yeah.
gonna talk, tell all their friends about it.
Yeah,
You
tell
can make sure
your
they
friends.
subscribe. They do all their stuff.
Hide your wives, hide your friends,
Why?
tell
Yes.
your friends.
Gabriella is a
How'd you...
killer example of what a fan and friend is.
Bam.
On her Instagram, she said, "What's that? A nice drink at the airport while listening to the Roast Mortem podcast? Yes, yes, and oui," which is French, I learned recently.
Hey, good
Right.
for you, man.
For yes.
Oh!
So fuck yeah.
That was an Instagram story, by the way.
That was- yes.
Yeah, she storied us.
She's story.
The story of the year
You
right
can-
here.
You can story us. We'll tell everyone who listens about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So Gabriella, something I know about her is that she likes to go swimming.
Okay.
She's
yeah?
a swimmer.
Swim hard.
Yes. One day she was feeling a little saucy, walking around Manhattan. Decided to sneak into one of those exclusive hotels, like the W.
Like the WB11?
Like the WB11. Yes. So she had decided to sneak into the WB11 exclusive swimming pool. Not knowing that inside was filled with hundreds of leeches.
Ah, lychee.
And when I say 100, I mean thousands. And when I say thousands, I mean millions of leeches.
Horrible establishment.
It wasn't open to the public.
I kind of,
She was being daring.
She broke in.
I
to
kind
die.
of, I kind of did this to myself because I mentioned WB11, but I'm just thinking of the Kentucky frog or whatever, but they're leeches.
Michigan.
Michigan frog, Michigan J.
So Gabriella, she jumped into the pool. She got her blood sucked dry from her body.
Jesus Christ.
But she noticed this was happening, and as she was getting her blood sucked out of her body, she ran down to Times Square for one last hot dog. Like any good individual.
Bleeding out, need a hot dog. I get it.
That's why we're friends. I love it. I love it so much.
Did she get the hot dog or no?
She got the hot dog.
Oh, great.
Yeah, all right.
She
Happy
died.
ending.
She died in Times Square with the blood being sucked out of her body, eating that hot dog.
Midway hot dog.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, the leech started on the other end, and they like Lady and the Tramp in the middle.
yes, and then the leech
Ew.
continued to. Yes, and we'll miss you very much. Have fun in Korea.
Rest in peace.
We'll see you when you come back.
corpse.
Korea, Domoska.
No,
Domo-
that's never,
That's my Korean,
that's
dog.
not right at all.
Guess what? If you're from Korea, tweet in, say you're an idiot. And tell me how
please.
to tell me how to drink.
And I'm
I met a
close-
Korean. He was a very good drinker.
Oh yeah, dude. They know how to drink down there.
Cody, who's closing it out?
Who's our last person?
And I shall close this out with one Taylor or Tails Davis. I actually don't know how he wanted to be called on here. You guys know?
Taylor, how would you like to be called?
Taylor!
Taylor.
Doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's Tails Davis. Tails Davis tweeted at us. No, Instagrammed us. And we're gonna kill him now.
Yeah, we actually deleted his tweet because he said, "Fuck off, you pricks."
It was
Yeah.
it was blue comedy. It was some harsh blue comedy. Deep
He
blue comedy.
basically like, you guys are dumb. I've seen all of your penises. I don't want to talk to you
Taylor's been
anymore.
insulting all of us for years.
He's gotten really efficient at it too.
He happens to be in the room while we're killing him, so this is gonna be extra fun. I'm gonna propose that we don't stop barraging him with how he's gonna die, and I'll fade out.
Okay,
Like,
all right.
epic
Well, let's
album.
keep going.
All right,
Let's
so
keep going.
I'll give it the initial
Because he's
line.
on the road, you know?
Yeah, I'll give
Yeah.
it the initial setup, and then you guys.
Let's go for it.
You guys.
So many ways to kill Taylor.
Well, here's how Taylor died. Taylor, our good friend Taylor, attempted to set the land world speed record.
Cause he's dumb.
Yeah, well.
Cause he did it.
Because he likes automobiles.
Would you do that in a PT Cruiser,
things
bro?
that
Sick.
Oh, bro.
I don't know, Taylor, what would you do this in? McLaren?
Probably a PT Cruiser. I'm Taylor.
Yeah.
It's a PT
Yeah,
Cruiser.
Taylor was in a PT Cruiser, attempting to set a land speed record, a world record. Got a little too fast. I don't know how exactly that happened in a PT Cruiser.
Yeah, it's
But
rough.
you know the Superman world spinning backwards effect started
He
happening.
took his tiny little foot and just fucking
Yeah,
mashed
mashed that accelerator.
Mashed it in there.
family
Yeah,
foot
so
he's
he
got.
started going a little too fast. The world started reversing, from Superman that, turns time back. He went
Oh, yeah.
too far back into the time of dinosaurs. Patasaurus testicle crushed him.
Do you know that if you... Whoa.
Well, firstly, not the first time I've seen Taylor with nuts on his face.
Okay.
But secondly, this is a great story because he probably passed through the very accurate time of the Mummy.
Right.
In which he definitely, before the Patasaurus crushed him with his nuts, probably got a little brazen of the Brandon Fraser nuts on his face.
Well, I'm also going to say,
yeah.
we're talking about multiple universes here, so it's kind of like an onion. And if you think about an onion, you think of Taylor, because Taylor loves onions. He loves onions. And I think when he was going through that rift of the Mummy and like going back in time, there's a billion onions just going down his throat.
Well, he was shooting directly back to the Jurassic period, but once he was reminded of onions through his journey, he ejaculated so hard that it slowed down the PT Cruiser.
That happens.
and made him stop in the other times that he had visited.
Right.
And contracted several hundred diseases.
But also the ejaculate worked as lubricant, so the onions went down, but his stomach rejected it, and it came back up again.
Right.
And he kind of formed a bubble of vomit and onions
and Siemens.
and semen.
Yeah.
Taylor has an offspring that isn't quite knowledgeable or switched on yet. They'll hear this.
All right,
They'll
yeah.
hear this like
15
5
years from now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
15? I was gonna say 5. Just
5
traumatized.
Do you want to add anything to this? How you're dying?
Okay. That's what you get for
We're
not
just
weighing
painting a
in.
picture.
Taylor
Yeah.
says no.
Taylor
Keep
didn't give us
painting.
any ammunition to kill him with, so we just made shit up. That's what you get.
Yeah.
The Patasaurus testicle.
The thing is that we didn't make it up because that one time he went back in time, it happened. It's all happening.
You don't know.
it's pretty much true though.
Exactly. But when you go back in time, you're fine.
There's like
Here.
pixels involved in the future.
Yeah,
Voxels.
Adam Sandler was there. Adam Sandler was shaking Taylor's hand for at least an hour. Just tell him.
And we're surprised you
That was
survived
the saddest
that.
thing. His face is very sad
It's
right
very sad man.
now. Yeah, doesn't want to touch that Sandler hand.
Jesus
That
Christ.
Sandler. Did
That
you hear
handler.
Kevin James is going to be at the Paramount? And I bought you season tickets to
Season tickets for the
Season-
one show.
to see Kevin James.
Oh, that's a great.
Yeah,
It's a great James.
yeah. So that's another way Taylor could have died.
He also might have died by too much cheese doodle and soy bun. Like,
The sassafras. The sass.
Suck a
Oh,
trash
I haven't.
sassafras.
Oh, this is the first time I had hiccups on the podcast.
Yay!
Just now come from it.
You want to take a knee?
No, absolutely not. I'm doing very well.
Thank
I know
you.
that's why our listenership's here for me. So
It was this
He's a
syphilis
hiccup
and
boy.
Sicily situation,
Oh.
sir.
Oh shit!
I've been had. See what I've done?
All right.
I'm the big
That's
mom.
what it is. You see how
Yeah.
wide my eyes
Good.
are right now?
I'm the big mama of prolapsing comedy.
Yeah.
I could
After-
use a fresco.
I could use a fresca.
That's what I meant to say.
Spanish.